Manchester United's third transfer of the summer is very, very close. And according to reports, is done if certain things happen. We are less than 200 subscribers from 15,000. Big up to every single one of you for the recent support. We've had over 6,000 subscribers this month, which genuinely from the bottom of my heart is absolutely overwhelming. Make sure you get down, drop a like on the video. This transfer video is around Manchester United, still waiting on Liverpool news. They are just doing absolutely nothing. We'll have a video out about Victor Gyökeres and Arsenal later on today, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Big Manchester United update today, so it's probably going to be a longer video than normal. So make sure you watch the video the whole way through because, of course, that watch time is important. Now, Fabrizio Romano has been very active on Man United this summer, and we've got potential outgoings of Scott McTominay, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Anthony, potentially Missouri being done. Ugarte, the latest. Jadon Sancho, links with PSG. Lindelof. There is Denzel Dumfries. There's a lot to get through on Man United. They are probably one of the most talked about clubs this summer in terms of transfer news. So we're gonna talk about them as well. Now, yesterday, I believe it might have even been yesterday that there was a breakthrough with regards to Missouri saying that the deal will happen, but Aaron Wan-Bissaka has to leave before Missouri comes in. Now, Fabrizio Romano gave a transfer update this morning saying Manchester United have agreed personal terms with Missouri days ago. He wants to move and he has the same agent as De Ligt. No issues on the agreement with Bayern, but still depends on Manchester United to find a solution for Aaron Wan-Bissaka. And then it goes on to say Missouri is waiting patiently. Now, Aaron Wan-Bissaka has been heavily linked with a move to West Ham. Now, whether that deal was going to happen or not, because West Ham were in for the likes of, they weren't in for the likes of Kyle Walker-Peters. Now, he's valued at more than £15 million. I don't know the latest with regards to West Ham. I think various people have come out and said the deal is very close. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, I think, has been a good Manchester United player. You know, he's 26 now. He's been at Manchester United a number of years. Come out, you know, through Crystal Palace, joined them. Has got 1 year left on his contract. He's linked to a move to Galatasaray. You know, he joined Manchester United back in 2019. He's been there, you know, 5 years now. Been a good servant of the football club. In terms of defensive fullbacks, he's one of my favourite defensive fullbacks in the league. I think he's very, very strong. It's just that attacking side of the game now is so, so important to how the biggest teams play. He's had 190 appearances for Manchester United, 13 assists, 2 goals, 24 yellows, 1 red, played 15,953 minutes for Man United. But I think it's fair to say that Manchester United want to get rid of him. He wants more regular game time. They've got Diego Dallo, and they are looking at bringing in Missouri from the likes of Bayern Munich, who is a more of an attacking fullback. The Moroccan, who also does have a Dutch descent. Obviously, Erik ten Hag knows him from his time at Ajax. I think it's a good signing for Missouri. He's got 2 years left on his contract, can play both right back, can play left back, can invert into midfield. In terms of him as a player, he's a very, very attacking fullback. He's got some good stats. Won a lot of trophies. Won 3 league titles with Ten Hag. Won a league title with Bayern. Has got Champions League experience. Got 41 appearances in the Champions League. You know, that's the aspiration for Manchester United to get back into the Champions League. He's got Europa League experience with Ajax. He ticks a lot of the boxes. You know, has got 8 GA in 38 games for Bayern Munich in the Bundesliga, including 7 assists. And I think that would be a smart signing for Manchester United. And also, he does have the same agent as De Ligt, and De Ligt also wants a Manchester United move. Another player that Erik ten Hag knew from his days at Ajax. And I think Erik ten Hag is slowly building a strong side. You watch the first half performance against Arsenal the other night. Manchester United, I thought, held a very good account of themselves. You know, it was only when Ten Hag made, 10 plus changes in the second half. I think the only player that didn't get substitute was Onana. Ericsson come on, Anthony, Sancho, Evans, McTominay, a load of academy players. And I think United held a good account of themselves. They were going toe to toe. Of course, Lenioro and Rasmus Højlund picked up injuries, which is a big, big blow for Manchester United. But I think in terms of their transfer window so far, I think they've done some really good business. There is coming out from the Standard Jadon Sancho transfer news. Now, he's been heavily linked to a move to PSG. Dortmund have been interested in taking him back. He is apparently a part of the plans, but there are a few reports coming out saying that Jadon Sancho has been back in training at Manchester United, but it appears his brief second act at Old Trafford is coming to a close. According to Sports Zone, PSG have agreed terms with the England international and must now do a deal with Manchester United. Now, of course, United, I think they're open to selling Jadon Sancho, but they also want to keep him. I think if the right money's on the table, I think they will make the sale. 24 years of age, of course, we know Jadon Sancho's qualities in the final third. Excellent dribbler, good on both left wing and the right wing. Has got 2 years left on his deal at Manchester United. Main position is predominantly on that left-hand side. If you look at his stats in the Bundesliga, 158 games for Borussia Dortmund, 53 goals, 67 assists. The record is remarkable, and that's all comps. Of course, come out through City's academy. I believe he come through Watford, then joined City, then Dortmund, then Manchester United, then went back to Dortmund. He's got 18 GA in 82 games for Manchester United. I don't think that's a bad return by any stretch of the imagination for a guy. He's got 15 GA in 58 for Man United, coming off the bench, making an impact. He hasn't started a huge amount of games in the last 18 months. Obviously, it's very common knowledge that he fell out with Ten Hag in the past. Now that relationship seems to be repaired, but if the right money's on the table, I think Manchester United have to take it now. We're speaking about Wan-Bissaka. Amrabat is another one that's Manchester United don't want to make the signing for the fee of around 20 million euros. Manchester United are interested in bringing Amrabat back to Old Trafford, but he only has 1 year left on his deal at Fiorentina, and I think 20 million euros is a little bit steep. They are very interested, but the midfield situation at Manchester United is very, very interesting indeed, because they were linked with Fofana. Now it looks like Fofana is going to be joining AC Milan. You've also got Ugarte, who seems to be the main guy on the list at Manchester United. Then you've thrown in Amrabat, you've thrown in Zubamendi. Mikel Merino was linked. He is going to be joining Arsenal. Now, in terms of Amrabat, I think he's a good player. 20 million euros for me is a little bit steep, considering he's only got 1 year left on his contract. I think that they could do probably snap him up for around 12, 14 million pounds if it's, if he does force the move. You've also got the likes of De Ligt. He's pushing for the Manchester United move, waiting patiently in the sidelines for Man United to come in for him. Now, if Man United bring in Ugarte, Mazzauri, Lenioro, Joshua Zirkzee, then you also bring in the likes of De Ligt in there as well. Then Aaron Wan-Bissaka leaves, Jadon Sancho leaves. Scott McTominay is another one who's attracting interest from a lot of clubs. Tottenham have been heavily linked to him. It's all paper talk, it's all rumours, but there's a lot of links out there linking, the likes of Scott McTominay to Tottenham as well as Conor Gallagher. I think Tottenham do need a player like Scott McTominay, but £45 million is a little bit steep. It would be 100% profit for Manchester United because he is an academy graduate. You've also got the likes of Anthony. Now, Ineos's plans is to sell Anthony. He does have, I think he does have 2 or 3 years left on his deal. He's 24 years of age. Man United massively overpaid for him. He was probably a £25 million player. Now, of course, they chucked down, more than 80 million euros. I think the deal in the end come at 95 million euros with the add-ons. He's been there since 2022. Obviously, right winger can play on the left. Man United were heavily linked with the likes of Elise and another few players. So I do think they are looking at potentially changing that right hand side. Anthony, at the moment, there isn't any concrete links out there linking him to any big clubs. But at the same time, if the write-up was on the table, I think this is a new Man United. We've seen how they've acted with the likes of Jared Brandthwaite. Years ago, they would have just paid the money and said, see you later, we'll pay the 70 million for him. But this is a new Manchester United with new people at the top, football people making footballing decisions. And as it stands right now, I do believe Manchester United are making steps in the right direction. Let me know your thoughts down below with regards to Manchester United. It looks like the next 3 signings are ready and waiting. It's just waiting on players to get out the door first. A lot of the deadwood will be going. Lindelof is another player being linked to a move away. There isn't that many credible links out there to him at the moment. Do let me know your thoughts down below if you haven't already with regards to Manchester United. But it's going to be a very, very busy transfer window for them. Of course, they do play, I believe it's Liverpool on Sunday. They've got Real Betis on Thursday night. We may do match reaction to the Liverpool game. Of course, that is very, very late. That will probably be finished around 2 a.m. Do let me know your thoughts. If you haven't already, make sure you drop a like. Make sure you subscribe. We are very, very close to 15K. So if you are new around here, please get down, show some support. I'll see you on the next one. Thank you for watching. I am out. Oh, before we finish, I forgot. Ivan Toney. The Ivan Toney business is completely ruled out now, according to various transfers. I forgot. I'm putting him on the thumbnail. I forgot to talk about him. Ivan Toney to Manchester United, according to, I believe it was the Sun or the Express. Manchester United is very, very unlikely now they are going to sign Ivan Toney. And at the moment, a lot of the papers and a lot of reporters are heavily linking him to Tottenham. I suppose they've already got Joshua Zirkzee. They've already got Rasmus Højlund. Rashford can play there if they do get that many injuries. They're obviously looking at bringing in another forward, or another attacking midfielder as well. So I don't think Ivan Toney at the moment is realistic. Do let me know your thoughts down below. If you haven't already, make sure you drop a like. Make sure you subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching. I am out.